Welcome to the day one class, the first class of the training. I hope it is visible to everybody. Now you're able to see now.
Yes.
Okay.
Does this recording stay for some time after the session, after the course completed?
I will share the first two class recordings later.
No. After we pay and all that, once we start attending the classes, will this
Available
recording
under
stay?
learning portal.
Sorry?
It's available under our learning portal. You'll get access to the learning portal.
Okay. I mean, they'll stay for some time, right?
Yeah, for 1 year.
Oh, perfect.
So I would like to start with the first topic. So this is a workbook I follow every day in the classes. This workbook. And it contains module-wise topics: product management, inventory management, order management, pricing, procurement suite. Module-wise, the topics are available here, module-wise. Okay. So first, we need to start with the licensing. So first of all, if you want to use any product, first we need to buy the license from the respective product owner. From the respective product owner, we need to buy the license. So people are exploring the Zoom options. Students are exploring the Zoom options. I'm getting a couple of notifications here. Kindly please concentrate on the class. You are here to learn Oracle applications, not Zoom. Okay. Please hold on. So if you want to purchase a license from Oracle, suppose you're holding a business and you are planning to implement a ERP application and you want to buy a license of Oracle product. In that case, we approach Oracle. Always any company gives a red carpet to the sales. So if you want to contact sales, so you can see here, you can call them or you can chat with them. So what are the details that you have to provide? So if you want to buy a license from Oracle, you have to give these details. How many years of subscription? How many years of subscription you want to purchase? Either 3 years or 5 years. How many years of subscription? What are all the modules you want to implement? What are all the modules you want to implement? What are all the modules that you want to implement? Like you want to implement SCM, you want to implement HCM, or you want to implement manufacturing or financials. You have to tell them what are all the modules that you want to implement, and module-wise number of users also. Module-wise number of users also you have to tell them. Like supply chain. Under supply chain also a lot of sub-modules are there. We have order management. Order management is a sub-module. For order management, how many licenses you want? You want 10 licenses, nothing but 10 users. For purchasing, how many licenses you want? You want 5 users license. Module wise also, you have to tell to Oracle how many number of users that you want to purchase. After answering these questions, Oracle is going to send you the code. And then later we negotiate on top of this code. We are going to negotiate on top of this code. and we get the actual invoice from the supplier. Suppose if we both agreed for a price, then we get actual invoice from the supplier. After that, we'll make the payment to Oracle. And once Oracle receive the payment, and Oracle is going to send us the email. Oracle is going to send us the email with Oracle Fusion application login information. So this is what happens. Once you make the payment to Oracle, Oracle is sending the email with Oracle Fusion application login details. So Oracle is sending the information related to two applications. One is test instance and another one is the production instance. What is the difference between test instance and production instance? What is the difference? I have a good realistic example with me. Okay. Suppose if you take my company, this is the production, nothing but this is what you see in the live. This is what you see in the live. This is a live environment, production environment, real environment. And we have test also. We have test also. I think I forgot. Yeah, this one. Yeah. This is test environment. You see the difference between the URL. So for production, what is the URL that we are maintaining? This one. For test, what is the URL that we are maintaining? In the URL for our recognition, we are maintaining the test board. We are maintaining the test board. So this is the test application. This is the production application. What is the purpose of test application? Anything new we are planning to develop, we develop here. We develop under the test environment. So the development is going to happen under test environment. And once the development is completed, I'm going to test it. So with my approval, my development team is going to migrate that to the production. So similarly, we start our project with the test application. We configure everything in the test application. According to the client requirement, we configure everything under the test application. After the approval, we will migrate to the production application. So by default, how many instances we are receiving from Oracle? After you purchase the license from Oracle, by default, how many instances we are getting?
Two instances.
By default, how many instances we are getting?
Two instances.
Two instances. Test instance and production
instance.
Okay. So if you want additional instance, suppose if you want additional instance, because what we are actually doing, the development and the QA testing. QA is nothing but testing. Everything we are doing in the test instance only. Okay. Suppose for the development, you want to have a separate instance and for testing, you want to have a separate instance, suppose. Then in that case, you can buy additional instance from Oracle. Then you can buy additional instance from Oracle. So what Oracle is by default providing? Oracle is by default providing test and prod. Test and prod, but we are additionally purchasing one more instance for the purpose of testing. You want to have a separate instance for the development purpose, separate instance, and for the QA purpose or testing purpose, separate instance. Not only one on-demand instance. If you want, you can purchase multiple instances also. If you want, you can purchase multiple instances also. How many on-demand instances I purchased here? Totally how many?
3.
Totally how many? 3.
3.
Suppose our internal testing we do here, but client testing, nothing but user testing, we wanted to do it here. Nothing but UAT. User acceptance testing. UAT. This is for our internal testing. And once our internal testing is completed successfully, then we'll request client to test. then we can request client to test. That's called as a UAT, user acceptance testing. For user acceptance testing, you want separate instance, you can buy. So all these on-demand instances, you can buy for short term also. You can buy for short term also. When I say short term, you can buy for 3 months, you can buy for 5 months, or you can buy for 12 months also. It's up to you. But this is extra charge. These two, no additional charge, but these two additional instances, right? So extra charge. You have to pay extra to Oracle. So during the implementation project, the multiple iterations that what we have, those multiple iterations we can perform in the multiple instances. Okay, so that is about the licensing part. Whatever I have mentioned here, that is about the licensing part. Okay, once suppose let's take for TechLeads IT. For TechLeads IT, suppose by God grace, suppose if the company is growing a lot, then if I am planning to implement Oracle ERP, so then I follow all these steps. After that, after purchasing the license, what I should do, I should identify an implementation partner. An implementation partner. I have two options basically. For TechLeads IT, if I wanted to implement, I have two options. Vishwa Mohan, I request you to concentrate on the class. Kindly don't disturb the session. Are you there, sir? Don't play with don't play with the pencil. What is our next point? Our next point is doing the implementation. I have two options. One is I can hire my in-house team. What you can do, you can hire in-house team, or you can give the project to some other IT company. Nothing but you are planning to identify your implementation partner. Suppose let us take you prepared RFQ. You have prepared RFQ. In that RFQ, you have mentioned RFQ stands for request of quote. It's a document.
Quotation.
In the document, you mentioned, hey, I want all these modules to be implemented. I want totally 100 users are there, and I'm operating from multiple countries, India and US and the UK. I want you to do the implementation for this is the scope. In the RFQ, what you'll actually mention, basically, you'll mention the scope of the project. Okay. According to the scope of the project, you'll send this RFQ to multiple companies. Let us take you have sent to IBM, you have sent to TCS, and you have sent to Infosys and TCS. You have sent to multiple companies. So what they will do, they will send you the quote. So if you share this RFQ to them, and they will be sending the quote back to you. They will send you the quote. And you will identify the best quotation, correct? How will you identify the best quotation, team? How will you identify the best quotation?
On the
Based
basis
on
of price quoted and lead time.
Yeah, lot of things are there. Okay, one is most
Price,
important factor is the
quantity.
price.
See with that company and then the experience that they
Potentiality,
possess.
correct. Nothing but potentiality. What you meant
Yeah.
to say, right? Yeah, sure. So by considering all those factors, we'll identify the best company. Nothing but best implementation partner. Suppose let us take you have found TCS is good due to lot of reasons. Some people like iPhone, some people like Android phone. What is the reason means they have their own reasons. Okay. So let us take TechLeads IT identified TCS as an implementation partner. TechLeads IT identified TCS as an implementation partner. So now what happens? Now from the TCS, first a delivery manager get assigned. First a delivery manager get assigned to the project. Delivery manager. A delivery manager get assigned. After that, project manager. Project manager is exclusively handling your project only. Delivery manager is going to handle multiple projects, but project manager is exclusively handling our project only. The project manager is going to identify the project team. When I say project team, we need SaaS consultants, right? We need SaaS consultant. When I say SaaS means functional consultant, right?
Yes.
And next, PaaS consultant.
Technical developers.
Yeah, correct. And then do we need IaaS consultants?
DBAs.
No, sir.
Do we need IaaS consultants?
No,
DBS?
sir. No, sir.
No.
Not required. We don't do anything from the server side. We don't do anything from the server side. Okay. So project manager has to identify SaaS consultants and PaaS consultants. Okay. How many SaaS consultants are required? How many PaaS consultants are required? It depends upon the scope of the project. Suppose example, if you're asking me a question, how much time it will take to construct a 5-floor house? You're asking me a question, how much time it will take to construct a 5-floor house? Can I able to reply you with your question? No, right? You have to tell me what is the area, what is the size of the area? What is the size of the area and what is your specifications? And what are all the facilities, amenities that you are expecting in that 5-floor building? You have to tell me your scope, your budget also. Then only I can able to tell you how much quickly I can finish it. Suppose for 5-floor construction house, suppose if I deploy 10 labor, it will take 1 year. Suppose if I deploy 20 labor, it may complete in 88 months. Correct?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So here also in this project, the project manager is going to take the decision based on the scope of the project, based on the budget of the project also, based on the timelines of the project also. The project manager is going to identify the project team. Okay. Coming to the SaaS consultants, here what are all the models we have to implement? All these models. So you need a SaaS consultant across all these modules. You need a supply chain consultant, manufacturing consultant, financial consultant. You need one consultant minimum each. Okay. And by each track, you can hire like this. One lead you can hire, lead having 8+ experience. One lead you can hire, and one mid-range. One mid-range consultant you can hire between 4 to 8 years of experience. Between 4 to 8+. And one junior you can hire. 0 to 4 years of experience. Understood? It depends. It depends basically how many leads are required, how many mid-sized resources are required, how many juniors are required. It depends again the scope of the project and budget of the project. Suppose if the budget is very, very less, then what we do? We put only one lead and remaining all juniors, all freshers. 0 years experience, 1 year experience, 2 years experience, because budget is low. We can able to deploy low skilled resources only. And even you can deploy interns also. If you take Wipro has some academic program. Once intermediate passed out, they will take those people and half-day college and half-day work. I think HCL is also having that strategy. It depends upon the project budget. Okay. And like this, we need to take the consultants across all the models that we have during the implementation. Correct? Correct?
Yes.
And here we can have a on-site consultant, offshore consultant also, because at least one person should represent, some people should represent at the client location. On-site consultant. On-site consultant means the consultant is working at the client location. Remaining all the team, you can have at the offshore. They will be working from the company, but 1 or 2 consultants minimum, they're going to work with the customer location. Sir, how many PaaS consultants are required? PaaS consultants. The PaaS consultants are not actually module wise. Here, SaaS consultants basically module wise right here, but PaaS consultant not module wise. They are generic. They are able to handle any report related to supply chain, any report related to financials. Generally, PaaS consultants are generic, not module specific. If it is a report, it is a report to any module. They don't care about it's a supply chain report or financial report or manufacturing report. If it is an integration, the integration can be related to any module. It is a supply chain integration or financial, it does not matter for them. The PaaS consultants are generic. Okay, maybe overall, you can maybe have 3 PaaS consultants or maybe 4 PaaS consultants based on the scope of project, or maybe 1 also, or maybe 10 resources. It depends upon the scope of the project. We can't say. Okay. And here, if you want, you can add separately QA team also, separately QA team. QA team, what they do, they only perform testing. Suppose your configurations are completed, they will perform the testing. Whether your configurations are working fine or not, separately, if you want, you can have a separate QA team also. But there are different situations are there, scenarios are there, but this is what generic I'm explaining to all of you. Sandeep, you're not there in yesterday's session. So this is discussed in not yesterday's session, Saturday's session.
No, actually today is my first day. So
I have explained SaaS and PaaS in the demo session.
okay.
Nothing but functional consultant, and PaaS is nothing but technical consultants.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll take your questions. Thanks for allowing me some time to finish the concept of licensing and identifying the project team. Now I'll take your questions related to this topic only. Any questions, please?
Yeah, one question. These instances, the
Hmm.
on-demand instance 1, 2, do they get refreshed from production? Is it same thing as the on-premise one, or what
We
about the
have to,
R12 one? Is
yeah,
it the same concept? Okay.
automatically not. If you want, you can create a ticket to Oracle, then Oracle will do for you.
So they take the production and then clone it to
Right.
instance.
Right.
Okay. Thank you.
See, earlier for the on-premises, each team will be able to plan their own implementation timelines, right? Like especially the cutover. Now
Correct.
for cloud, given that there are specific time for releases, is it a way that always your go live happens to be timed according to the release by Oracle?
Like how you're executing, the cutover strategy. Similarly, we can also plan and then cutover strategy. We can execute in a similar fashion. Same thing. No difference here. Only thing is any server related activities, we approach Oracle. That's it. Other than that, same process.
So we can go live anytime based on our
Correct. Exactly.
resource.
Yes. Yeah.
And also timelines is normally on a generic level. Earlier it used to be like at least 9 months to 1 year, sometimes 1.5 years, depending on the complexity.
Correct.
And now can we say on a generic level, it's not more than 8 months, 9 months, what you have seen, let's say.
It's not like that. Suppose if the client is scope is really huge, we can't complete in 8 months. It will take time, but we can do it phase wise. We can suggest a customer to go with the phase wise, because we can't ask customer to wait for 2 years and 3 years, right? So phase wise
Yeah.
implementation approach we can suggest to the customer.
Rollouts or releases, that's correct. But given that there is a limitation in the number of customizations compared to earlier, where you had humongous customizations done based on their own, like converting their own legacy processes into their Oracle-based processes. Now, given that you do not have, it's not so easy to customize. Though, yeah, you can, but again, it's much limited. is my understanding. So that's why I was trying to understand, is there a kind of a high level?
You are right, correct.
um,
Sir, this is Sandhu here. Regarding the ERP modules, it's a integrated. All these modules are integrated. If I go with the SCM module, but even though in SCM module, if you see the inventory, I mean the financial chart of accounts are there, then you are uh, it's already. I mean it's an integrated thing. So how it's possible to get the single module over there? I mean the SCM. So it's already have all these connections with financial HCM. So just trying to understand, will it be possible to give Oracle to the specific module over there without any connections over there?
Yeah, if you want, you can purchase the individual models also. Okay, so you want to only implement supply chain, you can implement. Not required to buy financials. Okay, under
Yeah, I
supply
do
chain
agree.
management.
But there is a the chart of accounts and other financial things are there. Then
Common configurations you have to set up. Yes.
okay,
Suppose
got it.
let us take we create employees under HR module. Okay, it does not mandate that you have to take license and implement HR.
But basic common things they will give to
Yeah.
us. Okay,
Basic common configurations, license is not required.
okay, sir. Thank you very much.
So procurement users are there and inventory users are there. These are employees, right? We
Yeah.
create those employees under HR. It does not mean you have to take license for HR. Common setups are free, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All good? Hello. Good morning, all of you. You're there.
Yes, yes.
Good morning.
Yes.
Please
Yes, all good.
respond.
Professor. Yes, sir.
So these test instance and production instance, we have to sign up separately or?
This test and productions, you get along with your subscription, sir. Okay.
Oh, okay.
These two, you have to pay separately on demand.
Okay. No, I'm talking about LMS test take leads IT. So we will have a separate instance for us.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Could you please repeat once again the difference between test and production instance with one examples? I didn't put it properly. Please with one example.
Simple example I can tell you. Suppose approvals, PO approvals. Directly we can't configure in production, right? First we configure here and we'll test it. So below $100, it is going to manager approval or not. $100 to $500, it is going to director approval or not. You got a requirement from your client.
Okay.
That requirement you configure first in the test. And whether it's working fine or not, you'll test it. If it is working fine, then you perform that configuration in the production. Understood?
Okay, sir. Yes, understood.
Yeah, related to this migrating the configuration from test environment to the production, do we need to do it manually, or there is a uh, any mechanism available in
There is a
Oracle?
feature available, sir. There is a
Okay,
feature available. That feature name I have explained in the demo class also.
OUM something?
No, sir. It's export and import functionality.
Export and import. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
discussed about that at a high level during the demo session.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So team, kindly respond. Okay. So clear or not, when I say clear, say clear, not clear means say not clear. Don't be in the middle. Please don't be in the middle.
Yeah, sure.
Please respond.
Okay,
So,
sir.
Krishna, actually, this is my first class. I missed yesterday's demo session.
Yes.
So I'll go through it and I'll get back to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, I'm completely pharma background.
Okay, sir. So instance URLs. Okay. Instance URLs. Let us talk about the URL of the instance. This is how the test instance URL looks like. And this is how the production instance URL looks like. Production instance. So if I explain you this, so here, test means it's a test application. FA means Fusion application. FA means Fusion application. What is AP1? And oraclecloud.com. AP1 is nothing but this is a cloud-based application, right? So your server is in which region? Suppose if your server is in US region, you'll see US here, US data center name. If you see in the application, if you see this means our application is in US data center. Suppose if you see AP, any guess?
India.
APAC region.
Asia
Asia
Pacific.
Pacific.
Asia Pacific.
Asia Pacific. Suppose if the client is from, suppose tech lead site is from India, right? So we get allocated to APAC server. All the APAC customers get allocated to APAC servers. All the US customers get allocated to US server. So we can identify that from the URL itself. Okay. Asia specific oraclecloud.com, Asia specific oraclecloud.com. Okay. The first 4 digit, the first 4 character is a unique identification from client to client. Unique identification. So right now, all the real-time applications are starting with capital, alphabet letter E. Just give me a moment here. All the real-time applications are starts with alphabet letter E. Okay, so this is a unique identification to represent the client. Okay, for TechLeads IT, it's given like this, ERWK. Suppose for some other company, suppose if it is Amazon or Flipkart or Uber, they will get another 4 character. But right now, as of now, all the real-time applications, first letter is common, that is E only. Okay. Suppose if you purchase on-demand instances, how the URL look like? So on-demand instances called as Day1 like that, Day2 like that, on-demand instances. Their URLs are going to be like this. I'll return and show you. Dev1, you see, and then you see Dev2. Suppose in the URL, if you see Dev, it's a on-demand instance. It is a on-demand instance. Okay, so here, how many on-demand instances that we purchased? We purchased 2. Clear?
Yes.
Clear with the instance URLs? Freshers and beginners, if you come across any technical word or technical terminology, please write it down and ask me in the Q&A. Or if you are feeling shy, please ask me at the end of the class also. Please note it down. I want all of you to maintain a book. If you're in a classroom, you're going to maintain running notes, right? I want all of you to carry pen and book with you and note down the running notes. And your questions also, you can note it down. In case if you think you're going to forget your questions, note it down. You can ask me at the end of the class or maybe in the middle of the session during the Q&A time. Freshers and beginners. Are you there?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Okay. So those who are not part of the Saturday demo, please fill the link shared in the chat.
Sure.
Please fill the link shared in the chat. Those who are not part of the demo, I just shared. Please fill the link. So now let us talk about types of projects in, okay. So since we are in the here in the project team, I'll take one common example. One project example I'll take. What I executed, that project example I'll take. To complete a project for supply chain and financials, I'm telling the scope of the project. Scope is one country, that is Singapore, not Singapore, two countries, Singapore and Korea. Singapore and Korea for two countries. And modules are SCM. SCM in the sense inventory, order management, and procurement, all three modules. And financials is also there. Finance. Under finance, AP, AR, cash management, fixed assets, GL module. So this is the scope of the project. How many countries? Two countries. How many modules? Supply chain and financials. To complete and complexity of the project. Let me tell you the complexity of the project. It's medium. It's not high. Criticality of the project. Complexity is medium. Okay. To complete this project, it took 8 months. 8 months it took. In 8 months, we completed this project. So with a team of 50% project manager. When I say 50% project manager, what is meant by that?
Shared resource.
Yeah. So 50% only project manager and 20% of the solution architect. Solution architect. 20% only, not full time. And one SaaS coming to the SaaS consultants. Supply chain only one. Complete onsite. Full onsite. Having 10 plus years of experience. And one finance resource. Same. I would say not 10 plus, 15 plus. And coming to the past consultants. I would say one lead having 8 plus. And two mid-sized resources having 4 plus. And two freshers. So this is a project scope. This is a project scope, and we complete this project in 8 months with this team. It's a very, very hard timelines. Each resource worked 16 hours a day. 16 hours a day, except Sundays. Saturdays also we worked. Except Sundays. Saturdays also, Monday to Saturday, every day 16 hours. Then we complete this project in 8 months. It's because my company quoted to the customer that they finish the project in 8 months. With this team, it will take minimum actually 11 months. It will take 11 months, but it's been promised 8 months only. So every resource has to stretch to complete the project on time. Okay.
Yes.
So this can be altered.
Passive was offshore, is it?
Hmm?
The pass was offshore?
Yeah, PASH is completely offshore. PASH is completely offshore.
Too aggressive. Yeah.
This is one of the examples. So here, depending upon the timelines, the project's size may increase or decrease depending upon the scope. Depending upon this is going to be dependent, right? Exactly right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Krishna, what would be the difference between solution architect and SaaS consultant?
See, the solution architect is actually, giving the solutions on handling some of the processes and functionalities. These people can do this also. Okay. A SaaS senior can play a role of a solution architect.
But what exactly are his job description is? The solution architect. Like, where does he come in the picture? During the design phase?
Yeah, during the design phase only. Majority of his work is in the design phase only.
Okay. So during implementation, it's all SaaS consultants.
Correct, yes.
Thank you.
So design is part of an implementation. So I would say solution architect plays a role in the starting of the project.
Got it.
So team, any project, if it has to start, this is what need to be done. This is what need to be done. These are all the exercise most of the people, if you can ask a question, suppose if your friends are working in any implementations, you can ask your friends this question. How many instances by default you'll get? You'll get when you purchase subscription from Oracle. You ask your friends who are working in Fusion side. They don't know all this. We should know from the starting. From the starting, we should know. So that's why I started from the licensing part. You can also cross question them. What is meant by on-demand instance? Do we need to pay for on-demand instance or not? If paid means minimum, what is the locking? 1 year minimum you should take, or 2 years minimum you should take. What is the locking? So majority of the Fusion consultants who are in the market, they don't know most of the things which I explained now.
Yeah, Krishna, there is a doubt. So,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
I can hear you, Chaitanya.
Yeah. So, you said you finished the project in 8 months, right? So, when you send a quote, do you also mention the timeline that you will be finishing it in 8 months or 10 months, something like that?
So this will be done by project manager. Okay, project manager is going to track everything.
No. Is it mentioned in the quote as well? That's my question.
Yeah, in the SOW, it's called as SOW, statement of work. So both the parties are going to sign on SOW.
Okay.
Yeah, company, suppose let us take here who is doing the implementation, TCS. So between Tech Lead Society and TCS, SOW is going to be written. Statement of work.
Okay.
Okay, so next moving on to project types. What are the different projects that are there in Fusion? What? Anyone?
Yeah, greenfield implementation or vanilla. And then it could be brownfield as well. If they have some modules and they need to implement some additional modules.
I hear only one response. Why?
Implementation or supporting projects?
Correct.
Rollout.
Implementation, support, rollout, upgrade.
Implementation, support,
Rollout.
rollout.
enhancement projects.
Okay. And
Upgrade, yeah.
Predict.
so I hear something called enhancement, and I hear also upgrade, right?
Enhancement or upgrade if version changing or something. Yeah.
In Fusion, these two are handled here only.
Yeah.
These two are handled here only. Because when you're supporting your customer, you have to take care of the upgrade also, since it is a quarterly upgrade. So beginners and freshers, okay, it's for you. What's meant by implementation? Implementation is basically the first starting of the project. Okay. So Tech Lead Site as of now using Oracle Fusion? No. I wanted to use Oracle applications, Oracle Fusion as my ERP application. So during the implementation, what needs to be done? All my entities has to be created in the application. I'm explaining in a layman language. Seniors, please don't mind. I'm explaining in the fresher point of view, beginner point of view. The implementation is nothing but initially we are going to configure all the client related entities, the company structure in the application, all the suppliers information, customer information, item information, and the company locations, company departments, company employees. All that information has to be created in the implementation time. So once the client is using the product regularly, if the client is facing any challenges, then it's handled as part of the support project. Client is already using the product. If you find any issues, any problems, then it is handled as part of the support project. What is meant by rollout? Suppose we are opening a new plant. As of now, the implementation is done only for India. Suppose let us take implementation we did for India and US only. But we start a plant in Canada also. So the rollout has to be done for Canada. You're already using Oracle in 2 countries and you are rolling out to the new country, new plant. That's called as a rollout project. At a high level, I'm explaining at a high level. If you ask me implementation steps, it will take minimum 60 minutes for me to explain. It will take a lot of time. This is high level explanation. Individual project explanations, I'll give you again. What is implementation? What is our work in the implementation? What are the steps in the implementation? And how the support project is handled, how the upgrade is handled, how rollout is handled. The in detail steps we'll discuss in the upcoming classes, not now.
So, Krishna, where does migration fall into?
Migration is one of the step in the implementation, sir. One of the phase in the implementation.
It's a separate part.
Mhm.
So, is it a separate part?
It's one of the phase in the implementation.
Oh, implementation. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. So I would like to stop by here for today. For the first 3 to 4 classes, I'll take 45 minutes to 50 minutes only. First 3 to 4 classes. Okay. Slowly, from simple to complex, from basic to advanced, I'll explain. Okay. Not everything in one day. So slowly, we will learn the things. Okay. I'm stopping by here. Today, we discussed about licensing part. Nothing but how to buy subscription from Oracle and the project team. One generic example of the project timelines and what are the different projects we have. Okay. This notepad I'll share with all of you. Right away, you can download. I'm sharing in the chat. Your batch number is 66th batch team. Okay, I shared in the chat. You can download Zoom chat.
Krishna, can you once explain statement of work? I know you mentioned it a bit, but
Statement
that's
of work is an agreement, sir. Agreement between two parties. Okay, agreed with the scope of the work and timelines and the budget.
okay.
It's legal document.
So post that, can the changes be made in
Yeah,
the
depends upon mutually agreed between two parties. We can do.
understand?
Any changes will call for an enhancement. I mean,
Yeah,
to
revision of that. See here. It's a document that outlines the scope, cost, and timelines of a project.
Okay.
It can be revised, sir. It can be revised based on both the parties' discussion and agreement.
And by scope, we mean that whether it's gonna be a financial or the supply chain, and which modules will be covered.
Correct. Yeah. For how many countries?
Countries. Yeah. And okay, understood. Thank you.
Sir, is it similar to project charter?
That comes later.
Okay.
That project plan comes later after the SOW, or maybe, it's a separate document. Or you can prepare a project plan. That project plan also you can add as part of the SOW document also. Okay, project timelines, project chart you can prepare. You can add as part of the SOW also.
Hey Krishna, can you quickly take us through the web?
I lost you in the last.
Okay.
Harish, I lost you in the last.
I'm sorry.
Last sentence I lost.
Okay. Can you quickly take us through your website, Tech Leads IT? Where do we, look at the current classes and the how do we upload? Download the sessions, and where do you upload them all?
You're not there, I think, in the demo session.
I am there. I'm very much there. I even logged in now,
Okay.
but I don't see. The last session. What I'm seeing is 63. So nothing more than that.
So once you completed your registration, you will get access to this batch. My team will contact you to provide access to
Okay.
this batch after
Okay.
completion of your registration.
Yeah, everything is completed from my end. I'm just
Okay. Yeah. Then please approach this number.
Krishna, I have one doubt. Like the daily
Approach this
sessions, can we log in through iPad? I mean, which is a good device, iPad or laptop? Right now, I'm in iPad. So,
Live classes, sir, you mean?
yeah, daily classes. So, which is a device would
It
you
depends
recommend?
upon your comfort. You want bigger screen means, go with a laptop. Tab is also fine. No, but not mobile.
Oh, no, not mobile. Sure.
Freshers and beginners, do you have any questions?
Krishna, I have one question.
Yeah.
So, is it good enough to listen and be up to the speed with your classes, or do we need to go through any PDFs to learn?
Not required, sir. Simply follow what I'm explaining. Okay. And kindly go to the recordings after the session also, because based on your IQ levels, you may need to rewatch the video one time or two times based on your IQ levels. Okay. We can't able to grasp 100% during the live class. Even though if I'm learning any new technology,
Yeah.
I cannot able to 100% understand what faculty was explaining. Okay. So later I'll come back to home. After that, again, I'll rewatch those videos to get 100% clarity. Not only sessions, sir. If you take some movies also, you cannot able to understand everything in one
Yeah.
time. Okay. So
Yeah,
you have to
understood.
watch again to understand the logics behind the story and all, right?
Yeah.
Similarly, according to your IQ levels, I request you to dedicate that much time to catch up the recordings again. If any additional extra set is required, the documentation or any other thing is required, I will give you later. But as of now, just follow my words. That's it.
Sure. Thanks.
Krishna, I have a question, Ashpreet here. So you mentioned in your example the complexity is around mid complex, right? Medium complex. So how do you determine, or who determines how complex the project is? Because from a implementation partner perspective, they would want to show everything as complex, right? So
Sir, basically, if I ask you, if I just put in a generic way, suppose a house construction, okay?
Mhm.
So what are all the the different types of designs that you are actually finalizing? Okay. If it is a plain simple means it's simple, okay. But somebody asking for that, this, and all, okay.
Okay, got
All
it.
those top-ins and customizations, it's
Mhm.
part of the complexity get increased.
Mhm.
The standard 2 BHK means, okay, 2 bedrooms and 1 hall. It will take quickly, we can finish that, okay. But in bedroom, I want that, I want this. In hall, I want this. So it all depends upon you. Somebody asking a tub bath rather than a standard bathroom, it will take time.
Okay.
So if somebody is asking for a tub bath, other things, then the complexity get increased. It takes time. So similarly in the project also.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions, please? I'm happy to assist you. Beginners and freshers, do you come across any new word that you want to get clarified with me? Please ask. Any new terminology?
Krishna, I have one question regarding that Oracle URL.
Yes.
Like in case if company is operating in the multiple region, like in the NAM and the APAC and the EMEA region, so then how this
Same URL, sir. URL is not going to be different from country to country. It's the same URL only. Same URL. If you are operating from multiple countries, same URL. If your business is in multiple countries, also same URL.
Same URL. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Krishna.
Hello, Mohammed.
Shall we do an hands-on practice in our office laptop? Is it possible to us?
Not sure your office control security things. Normally, generally, this is a URL you can access from your office laptop also. Okay.
We will try once.
Well, it won't be a problem. If you want, you can try.
Okay, Krishna. Thank you.
Yeah. I shared URL in the chat. If you are able to open that URL in the login page, then that means it is successful.
Thank you, Krishna.
Note down that URL and open from your office laptop.
Okay, Krishna.
Hello, Krishna. Could you just brief me, could you just? I was just wondering, what are the charges that the Oracle places for us to when we approach them for test instance and the production instance? Do we take it together and then they charge, or separately the charges?
By default, they give us these two by default.
And
For all
depending
the
on the module they charge, or number of
based
modules
on
we.
these three, madam.
Sorry?
On these 3 points. Based on these 3 points, how many number of years of subscription? Okay. How
Okay.
many number of
Okay.
users?
Mhm.
Module-wise users. How many number of users are there? What are all the models that you want to take the license?
Okay.
And depends upon this, the price is going to be varied. And whatever the price is that is displayed in the website, it varies when you contact the sales team.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All good, everyone?
Krishna, I just wanted to ask one question,
Yeah.
but it's not related to the topic we learned today.
Okay.
It's more on that, since I know that implementations and the Oracle Fusions, all these are used by IT companies or the consulting-based companies. I want to ask if there are industry-based companies also which hire for their internal roles. So say like you gave example of I think or Uber or Ola that's been using Fusion Oracle. So do they hire themselves as a full-time employees or just on the contract basis?
Coming to Uber, they have their own in-house IT team, sir.
Okay.
They have their own IT team.
So there are industry-based jobs as well, and not just limited to IT or consulting.
Yeah, I would say consulting and product-based. Suppose if you're directly working for Uber, it's a product-based company. From
Yeah.
TCS, if you're working for an Uber, TCS is an IT company, right? So it's a consultant to Uber then.
Right. So within Uber or within a product based, we have the scope of being a SaaS consultant.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Okay.
thank you. That
Thank
was
you.
my
Okay. See you tomorrow then.
Okay, thanks, Krishna.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You all.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Good.